climate change, energy and water.
Climate change does present us with a challenge in being more efficient in the way we deal with energy and how we reduce it over time. We are developing a climate change strategy which has two main strands. The first strand is about reduction of our greenhouse gas emissions that we do actually control, and also helping our business partners reduce their emissions in line with ours. The second strand is about adaptation. We do know that climate change is going to happen over time, and we have to deal with that impact. And we do that by trying to minimize the risks to the business with appropriate risk assessments.
Managing energy consumption. This year, we've delivered a reduction of 1 million kilowatt hours in the total amount of electricity consumed, from 44 to 43 million kilowatt hours. This saving equates to the average annual electricity consumption of 200 homes. These figures should be seen in the context of an airport that is continuing to develop. This development includes the creation of additional baggage handling facilities and the part-year effect of the ETAB Ibis hotel complex. With gas being mainly used for heating, our consumption has risen from 20.8 to 21.6 million kilowatt hours as a direct result of the cold winter. Despite the rise in gas consumption, the savings made in electricity usage meant that our total energy consumption for the year fell from 64.8 million kilowatt hours to 64.6 million kilowatt hours. The overall reduction in energy consumption during the year resulted in a corresponding fall in the amount of CO2 we produced. This reduction equates to 360 tons of CO2. Taking into account the growth in passenger numbers over the same period, our CO2 emissions per passenger have fallen by 24%. The progress we've achieved this year follow the implementation of a wide variety of measures. These include improvements to the building management system, the production of consumption reports, and the identification of waste and improvement opportunities. Working with business partners and tenants on site, we're promoting energy awareness and good housekeeping, and have established the importance of energy efficiency and life cycle costing for all new capital projects. Energy greenhouse gas emissions.
Birmingham Airport's carbon dioxide footprint for energy use has been calculated for both direct and indirect emissions. Scope 1 covers direct emissions from on-site power generation covered by things like gas boilers and diesel generators. Scope 2 covers indirect emissions from purchased electricity where the emissions are actually generated off-site at the generator's plant. Our total carbon dioxide footprint for last year was somewhere around about 27,000 tonnes of CO2, of which 86% was from electricity emissions and 14% from gas emissions.
Carbon Trust Standard. At the end of the reporting period, we were awarded the Carbon Trust Standard, which is awarded to organizations that measure, manage and demonstrate true reductions in their carbon footprint. This year, we've also committed to obtaining energy performance certificates for all of our buildings under the EU Energy Performance in Buildings Directive. Water consumption. Water consumption this year has increased by 14,300 cubic meters. This was largely due to the effect of the new hotel development and in part from a water leak at the Elmdon site. Water consumption per passenger now stands at 15.3 litres per annum, a 20% reduction on our base year of 2002-2003.